You will be well rewarded in the new era.
She's not kidding, what an episode. I'm the Standard, this is the Geek In Review, and let's get to it. Now, this is just a quick reaction video to The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 4, The Siege, and man oh man, what an episode. We've got Easter eggs galore, and I didn't think we were going to get Ahsoka this week. I did hope we were, but I didn't think so because they are going to stretch this one out. That's one thing that this show, again, is consistently good at, is the pacing, but we'll get to that later on. At the moment, let's have a quick look at the episode. So it starts off with Mando returning to Navarro after last week's damage to the crest repaired, and after the damage at the end of Season 1, the settlement seems to not only have recovered, but it's thriving. The building where the shootout was with IG-74. The building where the main gunfight was at the end of Season 1 last time we were on Navarro is now at school, and Mando leaves the child with some small children to steal cookies, while Mando gets to go off and have all the fun and darkness on this one, base in exchange for getting his ship repaired, and this turns out it's where Moff Gideon's forces came from at the end of Season 1, so that solves one mystery there. They're also joined by the very first character we met in the show, going all the way back to Season 1, Episode 1, the mithril Mando put into carbonite on the way to Navarro. Our base, I would say expect trouble and definitely expect secrets, and this is not one that disappoints in any way, shape or form. They think the base is abandoned, but they soon learn that it's not, and it's still a medical research outpost. And this is where this imp's really interesting. We see a prototype, maybe Snook, or pre-Snook, or proto-Snook. We get a Midichlorian transmission from Dr. Persing to Moff Gideon mentioning an MK, and that means that Midichlorians are coming back, whether you like it or not, in a big, big way. Now, this will divide the fandom, as most things do in Star Wars, but The Mandalorian seems to play it not pretty safe, but I'd say pretty smart. But this is a big gamble, which is going to bring back a lot of bad memories, for myself included, but we're just going to have to see how they deal with it. They've not let us down, so let's hope for the best. But what are the Empire, or maybe even the New Order, doing with this Force DNA in the Midichlorians? Well, it seems that the Imperials are trying to create Force users, or at least Force-sensitive soldiers or stormtroopers, in this case Death Troopers. However, this could have huge implications for the show going forward, as I can think of a certain young Jedi and his sister who wouldn't be too happy about this sort of technology getting out there, or these old Imperials getting up to some dastardly deeds. This episode, or what we've come to expect from the show, it is so cinematic and it just gets better and better with every week. The dogfight at the end, the speeder chase at the end as well, or the middle I should say, is absolutely fantastic. They seem to bring new elements to things that we've already seen before, and a sort of extra dimension with the new technology they're using to make the show, and it pays off on so many levels. Surprised by this episode, as I thought we were just going to get another filler one before we would get the big Ahsoka reveal, but not only did it exceed my expectations of the episode, it could totally change the show, and I'll tell you why. With Moff Gideon trying to manipulate the Force for his own ends, a certain Jedi brother and sister team might have something to say about that, so you never know, we might be getting an appearance or a reference from a certain Skywalker or Skywalkers, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You can also reach me here on Twitter. I've been the Standard, this has been the Geek In Review. Thanks for watching, do leave a like and a subscribe.